From Plattsburgh, Enrico Hernandez. That's the field, 11 strong, first qualifier of the night, as another Saturday night of stock car racing action is under green. Mike Shagnon in the 86, Brian McGinley the 35. Here's Jamie Begor sticking his nose through on the inside, 3 wide down the backstretch. Begor going from third to first on the inside will take the lead into 4. McGinley loose on the outside, right up to the wall. 3 wide down the front stretch. Brian McGinley had to get on the binders. A couple of cars were down the inside. He was in the third groove. And he's still having a tough time down the backstretch, going all the way to the back. Out front, Jamie Begor in the 19, leading it. Black flag out for Rico Hernandez. Smoke billowing out of the right rear on that number 4. Begor's the leader. Here's Tyler Terry looking to the inside. Terry throws it down on the inside. He's got position trying to get that nose underneath. Begor trying to seal him off, and he will. Jamie Begor holding off Tyler Terry that lap. But again, Begor shot up the track. We got a car parked up atop turn number 4, trailing a bunch of fluid as well. It's Mike Shagnon. In the number 86, smoke billowing out of Ben Huff's number 29 as well. Mike backwards racing, demolition derby, trailer races, a whole bunch of stuff tomorrow. We'll talk about it through the night. All right, ready to resume this first qualifier. Here they come off turn number 4, green flag. Jamie Begor in the 19, Tyler Terry the 44 on the outside. Begor, good run off turn number 2. Chris Reeves in the 00 is sitting third. Perhaps we'll try to contest that second spot. Tyler Terry coming back on the outside, trying to pull even with Jamie Begor for the lead. At the start-finish line, it was Begor by inches. Off turn number 2, Bucko Branham moving to the inside of Reeves down the backstretch. Branham going for the third spot. Real close racing up front for the top 4 positions. This time off turn number 4, they'll be halfway. Jamie Begor, now Bucko Branham on the inside. Branham in the 20. Little tap into the back of Begor. Begor straightens it out. Branham backed off, allowed Begor to straighten it out. That allowed Tyler Terry to come back on the outside, taking that second spot. Begor appears to be loose in turn number 2. Having a tough time keeping that car down the inside. Better drive that time for the Moores New York veteran. Branham in the 20, Terry in the 44. Both right there for that second spot. Seesawing back and forth. Good racing action out front. Jamie Begor in that 19, trying to hang on to the lead. Branham diving down to the inside, looking for the lead into turn number 3. Backed out of it. Begor hanging on to it. He's still loose. You can see that rear end going sideways. 2 to go. Off 2, again Branham looking down to the inside. Begor hangs on to lead. Tyler Terry back to the outside. Tyler Terry racing to the lead. From the outside, he'll take the point. Coming down to the white flag, Tyler Terry's the leader. Tyler Terry in the 44, opening it up. It's a car length and a half. Begor running second. Bucko Branham third. Larry Underwood looking to the inside of Chris Reeves for the 4th spot. Checkered flag is out. Here he comes off turn number 4. Tyler Terry gets it done. He wins. Jamie Begor second. Bucko Branham third. Larry Underwood 4th. Chris Reeves 5th. Then it looked like Skip Liberty, Ben Huff, Brian McGinley. Starting spot. There is Peru, New York's Toby Eversole. On the outside in the number 18 from Morrisonville, it's Sean Duquette. Final row, Eric Sales in the number 47 and Rick Frenier in the 77. That's the field. Green flag. Howard Stoner leading him off turn number 2. Here comes Robin Wood. 3 wide down the backstretch. Mike Wells in a 76. He's losing a couple of spots. Bryant Chris down on the inside in the 98, picking up a couple of spots. 3 wide at a turn number 1. Can they make it work in a turn number 2? Duquette, Wells, Turner, door to door to door. Running for the 6th position. Now Turner running in a 4th groove, way up on top at a turn number 4. Had to get on the binders. They're still 3 wide for the 6th spot. Out front, Robin Wood in the Gunniega Bingo, number 61, leading by 2 car lengths. Brian Chris running in the second spot. Some contact near the back. Howard Stoner in the 57. He is sideways. Richie Turner doing some agricultural racing off the backstretch. That's going to bring out a yellow flag. 57 and Howard Stoner in the 57. That's the field, 10 strong. Here they come, off turn number 4, green flag. Toby Ebersol trying to take that second spot away from Brian Chris. Off turn number 2. Brian Chris had a good run last week. He was second in that number 98. You got the Battle of Beers for that second position. The Bud Light 82 for Ebersol. And the Labatt Blue 98 for Brian Chris. Brian Chris is going to hang on to that second spot. Nice job by Brian from the outside to hang on to second and to fend off the challenge from Toby Ebersol. Out front, Robin Wood. 3 car length advantage now over the 98 of Brian Chris. Approaching the halfway point, let's set the field. Wood is the leader. Brian Chris is running second. Change of position for third. Sean Duquette is up to the third spot in the number 18. Toby Ebersol loose in the 82 on the outside, back to fourth. Side by side for the 5th spot. Give that to Richie Turner. 6th is Mike Wells in the 76. Jimmy Bushy running 7th rather in the number 11. Rick Frenier is 8th in the 77. Howard Stoner 9th and Eric Sales is 10th. Robin Wood by about 4 car lengths over Brian Chris. Chris running comfortably in the second spot. Richie Turner into 4th now, taking that position away from Toby Ebersol. Wood opening it up out front. Lap by lap seems to increase the advantage by about a car length, and now there's just 2 to go. We've had 3 different winners in 4 events in this division. Bucko Branham with 2 wins. Richie Turner has a win. Larry Underwood has a win. White flag out. Robin Wood in the number 61, 6th in the sportsman point standings. And he is running strong out front tonight. Now a half backstretch lead over Brian Chris. Richie Turner running well. He is pulled right up to the back bumper of Sean Duquette. The checkered flag for Robin Wood. Second will go to Brian Chris. Sean Duquette 3rd. Richie Turner 4th. Toby Ebersol 5th. Rick Frenier 6th. Jimmy Bushy 7th. 8th to Eric Sales. 9th to Howard Stoner in the number 57. It is Martin Roy. 7 modifieds ready to take the green flag in this first qualifier. Here they come. Off 4. Green flag. From the outside of row number 1, Andy Kane to the lead. Spencer Rushlaw in the 21, losing 2nd, losing 3rd, and they're side by side at the back of the pack. Matt Woodruff in the 55 working on the inside. Andy Kane leading Leon Gagnon by 2. Mike Bruno sitting 3rd in the Crickets 22. Martin Roy in the 90 is up to the 4th spot. Here comes Matt Woodruff trying to get to the top 5, and he will. Andy Haywood in the number 26 running in the 6th position. But out front, let's see if Andy Kane can hold on with that number 27. Gagnon looking to the inside as Kane drifted up the track into turn number 4, and he slams the door. Kane in the 27, a 3 car length advantage over Leon Gagnon, the racing veteran from Chazy, sitting in that 2nd spot. Mike Bruno running 3rd. Martin Roy 4th. Next time by, they'll be halfway in the first qualifier for the Ernie's Discount Tools Modified Division. Here they come off the 4th turn with Andy Kane still getting it done. Leon Gagno in the number 4. A good run off turn number 1 rather. Looking to the outside, off turn number 2, down the backstretch into turn number 3. Gagno with a good drive now into the 4th turn, trying to make a pass from the outside. Mike Bruno had to get on the brakes. He shot up the track, almost collected Gagno. Good save. Andy Kane down to the infield. He'll lose the point. Again, Bruno smoking him up into turn number 3. Could be problems for that number 22. And Mike Bruno slow off the pace. Leon Gagno leading out front. Martin Roy running in the 2nd spot. That Cricket's 22 does not want to turn, and it is very slow up into turns 3 and 4. You could hear something dragging in that number 22 as he limps back to the garage. Leon Gagno showing the way. Martin Roy running in that 2nd position. Roy pulling up on the back bumper. Checkered flag is out, and the winner's going to be Leon Gagno. Roy 2nd. 3rd, Andy Kane. 4th, Matt Woodruff. 5th to Andy Haywood. And Spencer Rushlaw will bring the 21 home in the 6th spot. Make that Aaron Barnaby. Back to row 3 on the inside. It is the 49 for Richard Tesseur. And it's Alain Boisvert in the 73 and the 00 for Jerome Laporte. Green flag. From the outside, Alain Boisvert trying to pick up a couple of spots. Jason Durgan will lead him into turn number 3. Richard Tesseur looking down on the inside of Ryan McClellan to get to the 3rd spot, backed out of it. Alain Boisvert in the 73 running 3rd. In the ESP Auto Auction Modified, Boisvert is from Pointe Claire, Quebec. Here comes Tesseur in the 49 out of Chateauguay, Quebec, trying to move to the 4th spot. Durgan leading in the 17. The Al's French Fries B3 for Barnaby 2nd, but not any longer. Here comes Boisvert in the 73 trying to take that 2nd spot away, and he will. Alain Boisvert was not here last week. With the rain in the area, he anticipated that we would not run, and that's a mistake. It dropped him to 9th in the point standings, halfway. Boisvert came in last week 4th in the point standings. Failed to show up last Saturday with the inclement weather and dropped all the way to 9th. Jason Durgan out front is picking him up and putting him down. Craig Rio in the CO2. We talked about his strong run last week, but he's at the back of the pack in this qualifier. Alain Boisvert trailing Jason Durgan by almost the entire backstretch. Aaron Barnaby in the B3 running in 3rd. Richard Tesseur is running in the 4th spot in the Attache Chateauguay number 49. Here comes the leader, Durgan off turn number 4, 2 to go. He's got a big lead. Jason Durgan running very strong in this 2nd qualifier for the Ernie's Discount Tools Modifieds. White flag for Durgan. Durgan is 14th in the point standings in the modified division. But he's going to take this one with ease. Here he comes. Good run for Jason Durgan. Nice job. 2nd's going to go to Alain Boisvert. 3rd to Aaron Barnaby. 4th to Richard Tesseur. Here they come for 5th off of turn number 4. It's going to be Ryan McClellan. 6th to Jerome Laporte. And Craig Riel brings the CO2 home in the 7th position. Field. Mike Riel and Chris Kaye will set the pace for this 3rd qualifier as they jump on the hammer into turn number 4. No. 2 Now the yellow flag will be displayed. Chris K.A. on the outside of the front row. The yellow flag is out. They're mixing it up, running into turn number 4. Starting out back, literally. Green flag. Much better job that time, as K.A. will take the lead off turn number 2. Mike Rayel in the 0-2, running second. Chris K.A. from the outside has the point. Here comes the pistol. Patrick Dupree working on the rim for the second spot. Dupree from the outside trying to get around Mike Riel. Riel putting up a good fight for now. Here comes Dupree. Dupree will finish the pass into turn number 3 and take that second spot, and now set his sights on the leader, Chris K.A. K.A. running a middle line into 1 and 2. That gives room to the inside to Dupree. He'll take advantage of that inside line, try to take the lead away from Chris K.A. as they run wheel to wheel off the 4th turn. There might have been some contact, as you can see next time by. Check out the right side of the Outback 24. Some of the sheet metal peeling back on the right side of that modified. Dupree pulling away out front. Running second, Chris K.A. Third is Mike Riel. George Foley in the 34, running in the 4th position. Then Pierre Berthiaume and the 9 for Jim Introne. Dupree in a couple of laps has really opened it up. A half straightaway lead for the pistol. Patrick Dupree has 1 win on the season. He comes into tonight with a 2-point cushion over Martinois. And you're seeing right now why he's the points leader. Running away out front is Patrick Dupree. Chris K.A. still running solid in the second spot. And it looks like we're going to give the black flag. Black flag to Dupree. That sheet metal dragging on the right side. There goes the leader back to the garage area and give the lead to Chris K.A. That means Dupree will also be starting in the feature event from near the back of the pack because he will not get his handicap. Chris K.A. the leader in the 18, then Mike Riel in the 02. George Foley running third in the 34. White flag on the field. Here comes the leader off turn number 4. Chris K.A. is going to get the win. K.A. wins it. Second to Mike Riel, third to George Foley, fourth to Pierre Berthiaume, and fifth goes to Jim Introne.
And still waiting for a driver on the 1 car. That 1 is Sean Moquin from Colchester. Caution flag out. And we'll have a complete restart. All right, ready to go with a restart here in this first qualifier for the Napa Warriors. Speedy on the inside, has got the lead. He'll bring him down to the line. Josh Lavarnway has that 34 in the number 2 spot. Eli Bishaw moving up on the outside in the 93. Bishaw goes to second. Randy Martin's on the move in the 77. He looks inside the 45 of Josh Laporte. Sideways goes Bishaw, and look out. Black flag is out on the 34 of Josh Lavarnway. Everyone will try and pull away on the front stretch, and guess what? Now we'll have a caution. This should be a good restart. Here they come. They pick it up off 4. We are back to the green. Outside Martin, inside Brissett, side by side up the backstretch. Gadway's on the move in the 63. He's right on Whalen's back bumper as Martin is gone for the lead. Randy Martin, your new leader in the 77. Speedy sticking right with him in the 0-3, and now Gadway's got that third spot in the 63. The 11 of Mike Whalen now fourth. Running in the fifth spot, it's Sean Moquin in the 1. This time by, they will be halfway. Randy Martin now opens up 4 car lengths on Speedy Brissett. Brissett closes a little bit in the corners, but Martin's got the edge on horsepower on the straightaways. Randy Martin, the leader. The battle now for that number 2 spot. Brissett closes the door on Gadway. Gadway will look one more time as they come off for the white flag. Randy Martin is your leader, the 77B. He's got 4 on Speedy. Gadway runs third. Here they come to the checkered. Martin will be your winner. At the line, Brissett holds second. Third spot to Tim Gadway. Mike Whalen fourth. And Sean Moquin will get the 5th spot. And Rob, we have news lined up and ready to go. 6 laps in this second qualifier. Trouble over in turn 2 as a couple of cars kick up the dust. Meanwhile, Jason Blondo has opened up 2. Here comes Malcolm Woodward on the inside. He takes that number 2 spot. Kurt Seymour back to the 3rd spot in the 357 as Begor's on the move in the 6. Brock Begor takes 4th. That puts Burt Drake into the number 5 spot. 6th goes to Whitney's 24. Bordeaux runs 7th in the 23. Josh Leclerc is 8th in the 7. Chad Collins can see them all. They'll be halfway this time by, and Jason Blondo looking for his first checkered. Malcolm Woodward closes ever so slightly as they head into turn 3. Woodward's got it down to a car length and a half. Begor is closed in on Seymour in the battle for the number 3 spot. 2 to go. Brock Begor moves up inside Kurt Seymour. They are side by side for that number 3 spot. Meanwhile, Jason Blondo's holding on to that lead. 1 to go. Blondo is your leader. Woodward is second. Begor is now settled into that number 3 spot. Seymour back to 4th, and Burt Drake runs 5th. Checkered will fall this time by. They come off turn 4. Your winner, Jason Blondo in the 5. Malcolm Woodward second, Brock Begor third, Kurt Seymour 4th, and Burt Drake will round out the top 5. Here they come. They pick it up off 4. Green flag is out. Quickly on the inside, Terry grabs the lead as they hit up the backstretch. Look out, we got them together off turn 2. Everybody holds on. Grape Ape's leaking about 3 wide in turn 3, but he backs off a bit. Josh Terry leads lap number 1 in the 43. Yes, he's got 5 on Randy Garrett in that 84, and it's a good gap back to Brandon Allen's 19. Eric Riel has worked the 0-2 New York up to the number 4 spot. He looks outside. Here comes the 75 of Cody Myers inside. Dan Garrow has moved into that number 6 spot. Grape Ape runs 7th. And we've got Brown in the 0 and the 66 of Miller. They'll be halfway this time by for Josh Terry. Terry continues to open up ground on that 84 car of Randy Garrett. It is still a good gap back to Eric Riel. Look out, we got one rolling over in turn 2. Nice soft roll for the 0. Pace car heads back to the infield. We're going to go back to green. Josh Terry in the 43 will start inside. Outside will be Garrett in the 84. Now Riel works his way onto the inside of that 84 car. And Eric Riel in the 0-2 New York takes second. Riel back to third. 4th spot goes to Brandon Allen. 2 to go. Danny Garrow in the 17 is now taken 4th away from Allen. The Grape Ape runs in that number 6 spot. 7th to Cody Myers. And Steve Miller runs 8th. 1 to go. Josh Terry trying to hold on. Half a lap to go. Garrett now looks back inside of Riel as that 0-2 is off the pace. The 0-2 is slowed in turn 3. Checkered flag falls. Your winner is Josh Terry. Randy Garrett 2nd. 3rd spot goes to Danny Garrow. 4th to Brandon Allen. And 5th goes Grape Ape.
Outside, driving the number 29 from Plattsburgh, it's Nick Haywood. 7th on the grid, Lance Raptoy in the number 11. And good to see Freeman Sawyer out there from West Shazy in the number 51. That's the field. Green flag. Dan Dubuque in the 61 will lead him off turn number 2. Mike Chris in the number 8. 2nd on the outside. Here comes Ed Donor on the inside. They run door to door for the 2nd spot. Ed Donor pulling through on the inside. He will take the 2nd position. Dubuque is the leader. Donor's running 2nd. Donor way up the track in turn number 2. Not where you want to be. Mike Chris says, I'll go back after the 2nd spot on the inside. Here's Chris in the Bud 8 trying to take the 2nd spot away from Donor in the number 1. Dan Dubuque, he is in a non-preferred line, but when you're the leader with an 8 car length advantage, you can get away with that one. Maybe once you can get away with it. He was way up atop turn numbers 1 and 2. And he's still starting to drift up the track there in that 61. Better be careful. Mike Chris in the 8 in that 2nd spot. Ed Donor in the number 1 running 3rd. The deuce was sideways. Rick Hart contesting. He had the 4th spot. Now he's back to 5th. Randy Ledoux working in the 47 is up to 4th. Halfway in the first qualifier for the Renegades. Dan Dubuque by 5 car lengths has the lead. Mike Chris is 2nd. 3rd, Ed Donor. Randy Ledoux 4th. Lance Raptoy 5th in the number 11. Those cars running in the top 5. The deuce is 6th. Nick Haywood is 7th. At number 11 for Lance Raptoy, 2nd place in points. 4 points out of the top position. And he is stuck in 5th in this qualifier. By far the best the 61 has run. Dan Dubuque out front with 2 to go. Mike Chris in the Budweiser number 8, 15th in the point standings, holding down that second spot. Randy Ledoux in the 47, just outside the top 10. He is running 11th, and right now third in this qualifier. White flag. Again, a high line driven by Danny Dubuque into 1 and 2. But he powers down the backstretch and pulls away from Mike Chris. Here comes Ledoux in the 47, looking for racing room on the outside. Checkered flag is out. Danny Dubuque's going to get his first win in a qualifier this season. Second to Mike Chris. Randy Ledoux third. Lance Raptoy fourth. Fifth to Ed Donor. Nick Haywood sixth. And it looks like problems for the Deuce and Rick Hart coming into turn number 4. And he'll end up in the 7th year. He'll start 6th. And shotgun on the field, the points leader from Plattsburgh, Lonnie Rivers, in the number 7. 7 cars ready to run. Green flag. Brian Pugh on the inside, going to lose the lead to the car that started on the outside. That was Joe Warren in the number 3. As the outside groove is moving towards the front. The 21 of Dave Raptoy is up to 2nd. Josh Allen and Keith Pelkey moving together towards the front, racing for 3rd. Joe Warren in the tilt number 3, leading the Island Excavating 21 of Dave Raptoy. Raptoy pulling up in the back bumper down the backstretch into 3. Keith Pelkey has 3rd in the Bourgeois IGA 24. And it's the Salerno number 10 for Josh Allen, still working on the outside, right now is 4th. Cody Kilburn has a good view of that battle for 4th, and the Monster Energy Drink Bomber number 32. He's sitting in the 5th spot. Here's 21, Dave Raptoy, going for the lead into turn number 3. Raptoy on the inside has the preferred racing line. He will shoot through on the inside of the lead. Dave Raptoy's the leader. Here comes Keith Pelkey, moving on up in the 24. Joe Warren in the 3 is back to 3rd, and he may be going further back. Cody Kilburn in the 32 to 3rd. Lonnie Rivers in the 7. Looking to take advantage of that same line on the inside. Right now, Rivers is 5th, looking for 4th, and he's got it, halfway. Dave Raptoy leading by 3 car lengths over Keith Pelkey. Pelkey drifts high off 2, opening the door for Cody Kilburn in the 32. Here comes Kilburn trying to get there on the inside. Pelkey is able to close that door, perhaps only temporarily, as again he's a little high off 4. Dave Raptoy, Keith Pelkey, and Cody Kilburn. Here comes Kilburn again. Pelkey drifted up the track off 2. Kilburn was able to stick down on the inside, and now they're dead even, racing into the 4th turn. Off turn number 4 for 2nd. Cody Kilburn has that 2nd spot. Lonnie Rivers trying to charge through on the inside of 3rd. He's got it. Keith Pelkey back to 4th. Josh Allen in the 10 trying to take that one away. Pelkey sliding backwards. Allen looking to drop him back one more spot as they race to the white flag. Dave Raptoy, 4th in the point standings. 20 points behind Lonnie Rivers in the standings. Leading Lonnie Rivers in this qualifier. Rivers is 3rd in the number 7. He's going to make a late bid for that 2nd spot. Tight racing out front for the lead. They'll race off forward, down to the checkered flag. Dave Raptoy wins. It looked like Cody Kilburn for 2nd on the inside. Lonnie Rivers in the number 7, 3rd on the outside. Then Keith Pelkey starting shotgun on the field. 7 cars to run in qualifier number 3 for the Renegades. Here they come. Off turn number 4. Green flag. Bob Dragoon really shot up the track off turn number 4. He's loose into turn 2. Gets into Brian Rogers. Brian Rogers gets into Keith O'Neill, and they're spinning down the backstretch. Well, what did we say about the luck of Brian Rogers in 2008? Keith O'Neill's 0 is still pit side, and the 36 as well after getting the black flag. All right, here they come again. Green flag. Joe Daniels in the 46. Kenny Davies in the 9. Robert Gordon in the H2O 3rd. And Joe Daniels, second year of racing, started out in the Renegade division. Last year was his first. Had a learning curve, as is to be expected. And they've got that number 46 clicking. Keith O'Neill trailing some smoke with a 0. They're going to black flag him again and send him back to the garage. So Keith, who's up there in the point standings, will have to come from the back of the pack in the feature event. When we interviewed Joe Daniels for Motorsports Magazine, the local cable access show from here at Airborne, and Joe was talking about how just his second year in racing, he's Little Joe because his grandpa is Big Joe. And he said his grandfather had a lot to do with him getting into auto racing. And he and his uncles and grandfather work on that car together, and they really have certainly put a fast mount under Joe. Picked up his first career win last Saturday, halfway. Joe Daniels leading by about 15 car lengths over Kenny Davies in the 9. Robert Gordon running smooth in the H2O is third. Then the 12 for Brian Rogers, the defending track champ. And then John Bell in the 66. Looks like Robert Gordon is slowly chasing down Kenny Davies. Running second and third. They are in positions where they would pick up handicap. There goes John Bell in the 66 sliding around. Bell started running the Renegade last year. He had something similar happen last year and actually flipped that number 66 over in turn number 2. Car got loose in the rear end and turned around on him and rolled on him. Fortunately, it didn't happen to him this time. Leader's coming off 4 and the white flag's out for him. Kenny Davies still hanging on to position number 2. Robert Gordon there in the H2O. About half a car length behind Davies. But out front, boy, that was a walk in the park for little Joe Daniels in the 46. Here he comes off turn number 4. Another victory for little Joe, winning his qualifier. Kenny Davies second. Third to Robert Gordon. Fourth to Brian Rogers. And John Bell in that number 66.
For the Napa Warriors. 10 of them lined up, ready to go. 6 laps the distance. We are under green. And the 17 of McCormick did not want to go. Everybody gets by. As they quickly make it 3 wide up the backstretch. Jason Chris is your leader in the 33. At Brusso in the 26 holds down that number 2 spot. Bobby LeVere looks outside in the 5. Brusso drifts a little bit high and opens up the inside, and here comes Terry Bishaw in the 36. Bishaw backs off just a bit as they go into 3. A wise move as Chris will lead lap number 2. LeVere gets a bump from behind by Brusso in the 26, but he's got that number 2 spot. Here comes the 36 of Bishaw inside. He wants third. Butch LeMaire on the outside, picking him up and setting him down. He's on the move as well. Three wide action into turn 3. Look out, there goes Brusso in the 22. He makes a quick escape off turn 2 exit ramp, and he'll head back out onto the backstretch. In the meantime, Jason Chris has got 2 to go. Bobby LeVere, car length and a half behind in the 5. Kerry Bishaw's got that 3rd spot. Justin Donor runs 4th. Rick Donor is 5th. White flag out this time by for the Chris 33. LeVere with a little tap on the 33, but he holds on. Now Chris with a 2-car length advantage. LeVere takes one more shot. Here they come off for. The winner will be Jason Chris. Bobby LeVere gets second. Rick Donor third. Terry Bishaw fourth. Fifth will go to the one of Justin Donor. Away in that 08. Outside the 61. Shane Bumbar. 2 rows back to 40 of Kenny St. Germain. Outside Dave Demoore's 86. We are under green. John Bradley 77. The 07 of Wick Woodruff. CJ LeVere's 4. Billy Twait 69. Tommy Santillo's 88. And the 72 of Mike Parenta. At your field in the second Warrior qualifier. Quickly, St. Germain has gone inside Bordeaux and assumed the lead to complete lap number 1. St. Germain leads the way. Demore runs second. Here comes Bradley looking to the inside of Bordeaux. Bradley takes third. He'll bring LeVere with him. CJ LeVere in the 4 takes over that number 4 spot. Billy Twaits is on the move in the 69. He looks inside. At 08, drifting high in the turns, opens up the door for Twaits to take 5th. But in the meantime, we've got a battle up front. St. Germain drifted a little bit high in the backstretch, and Demore's now got the lead. Halfway this time by. Bradley goes around in the 77, but everybody stays running. Bradley refires that car, gets it out of harm's way. Good battle up front for that top spot. Demore outside in the 86. St. Germain's got the inside line back. And they battle side by side. Kenny St. Germain in the 40 trying to hold off Dave Demore's 86. 1 to go this time. Checkered flag will fall as they come off turn 4. St. Germain in the 40 is going to win it all. St. Germain, your winner. Dave Demore second. Billy Twaits third. Tom Santillo fourth. And Chris LeVere rounds out the top 5 in the 4.
That's Ben Huff in the number 29 from Champlain. Rick Friende in the 77. Brian McGinley in the 35. Eric Sales the 47. Sherry Minier the 3. The 57 for Howard Stoner, and shotgun Mike Wells. Green flag! Good start to the race for Jamie Begor as he was able to win the drag race to the stripe, but Begor drifted way up high off turn number 2. They're 3 wide down the backstretch. Jimmy Bushy trying to hang on to it. He's getting boxed around, finally settles down to the inside. Robin Wood is up to second. Begor's the leader. Again, shooting up the track off turn number 2. Robin Wood reeling him in down the backstretch. Robin Wood, the Gunninga Bingo 61 has second. Jimmy Bushy is third. Right now for Tyler Terry in a 44. Here comes Wood. Robin Wood looking to the inside. Wood in a 61. Off turn number 2. Give the lead to Robin Wood in the 61. Begor back to the second spot. Begor in that number 19, trying to keep the car down to the inside, but he is bad loose in that number 19. That car just seems to plow up the track. Jimmy Bushy right now is third, but Tyler Terry moving to his outside, taking third away. Bushy back to fourth. Here comes Richie Turner working on the outside. Robin Wood, the leader. Wood by 3 car lengths. Begor second, Terry third. 3 wide into 3. Contact. Brian Chris, Jimmy Bushy get together. Car spinning. More contact up in turn 3. We got 4 cars parked up in turns 3 and 4. And we got a yellow. Ready for a restart. 4 complete. 25 the scheduled distance for the J&S Steel Sportsman. Going to be Wood and Bigor setting the pace. Here they come into turn number 4. Down the front stretch, green flag. Robin Wood off turn number 2. Hammer down the backstretch. He's the leader. Tyler Terry coming with him. Terry moving to the inside of Jamie Bigor. Bigor hung out on the outside, going to lose that second spot and maybe more. Richie Turner is underneath Bigor for 3rd. Bigor fighting back on the outside. Turner there on the inside, racing down the backstretch. Turner sliding through into 3. Bigor coming back on the outside into 4. Bigor with a good run off 4, taking it right up to the wall. Top 2 cars pulling away as they duke it out for 3rd. Give it to Turner. Bigor back to 4th. Bucko Branham nose underneath Bigor into 3. Here comes Branham trying to push Bigor back to the 5th spot. Bucko Branham has 4th now in the number 20. Jamie Bigor sitting in the 5th spot in the 19. He's finally able to settle that car down on the inside. Chris Reeves is 6th. Sean Duquette is 7th. 8th is Toby Ebersol. 9th is Slick Rick Frenier in the 77. And Ben Huff is running 10th in the GNS Express number 29. Jimmy Bushy coming back from the garage area, but he's minus 3 or 4 laps. Robin Wood, 6th in the points coming into tonight's racing. Looking for win number 1 in 2008, leading them by 6. Tyler Terry comfortably in the 2nd spot. Richie Turner 3rd. Branham is trying to chase him down and get into that show position. Single file racing through the top 10. Scissor sticks are out halfway this time by for Robin Wood. Robin Wood is cruising out front. He continues to open it up, adding about a car length a lap to his advantage. Richie Turner running fast in that 3rd spot. That Bucko Branham might be able to chase him down pretty quickly, but he has not been able to make a lot of inroads trying to run down Turner. Let's work through the field. Wood the leader. Terry in the 44 is running 2nd. 3rd is Turner in the 17. 4th is Branham in the 20. 5th is Bigor in the 19. 6th is Reeves in the 00. Duquette 7th in the number 18. 8th is Ebersol in the 82. 9th is Huff in the 29. 10th, Brian Chris in the 98. 11th is Rick Frenier in the 77. 12th is Mike Wells. 13th is Larry Underwood. 14th is Skip Liberty. 15th, Brian McGinley. Inside 10 laps remaining now for Robin Wood. Bucko Branham looking to the inside of Richie Turner. Off turn number 2, down the backstretch. Here comes Branham for 3rd. Branham and Turner are even into 3. Bucko Branham driving through on the inside. He's got 3rd in the number 20. Robin Wood still with a comfortable lead out front. It appears to be shrinking slightly, but Wood's got a real nice cushion built up. Barring a yellow flag, Robin Wood appears to be in very good position to get his first feature win of 2008. But again, Tyler Terry appears to be eating into that lead with the laps winding down. 5 laps remaining this time by for Robin Wood. 5 to go for the 61. Terry is still second. Branham now third. Turner fourth. Bigor fifth. Reeves sixth. Seventh, Ebersol. Eighth, Duquette. Ninth is Huff. 10th is the 98 of Brian Chris. 11th, Mike Wells. 12th, Larry Underwood. 13th, Rick Frenier. 14th, Brian McGinley. 15th is Skip Liberty. Robin Wood still by 7 car lengths. Best racing in the top 5 is for the 4th spot, where Jamie Bigor has chased down Richie Turner. 2 laps to go. Wood is running up on some slower traffic. Eric Sales stays up top. No problem working by Sales. Here comes Robin Wood off turn number 4. White flag. 1 to go for Robin Wood. Final time tonight for the Sportsman. Slower car of Sherry Minier should not be a factor. Wood can run right behind her and ease home to the checkered flag. He's going to win it. Robin Wood wins. Tyler Terry second. Buck O'Brien third. Richie Turner fourth. Jamie Bigor fifth. 6th to the line, it's going to be Chris Reeves. 7th, Toby Ebersol. 8th, Sean Duquette. 9th, Ben Huff. 10th, Brian Chris. 11th, either Larry Underwood or Mike Wells. Win number 1 of 2000.
61. Rob?
All right, let him hear it, everybody. Robin Wood, his first win of 2008. Nice job by Robin as he was able to work his way to the front. And then a nice smooth line on his way home to the checkered flag and here to victory lane. Robin, the car handled really well for you tonight. You were able to get to the front pretty early in the feature event and then keep her down to the inside and pull away from everybody else. Tell us about your run tonight.
Oh, it actually helped a lot that we made our handicap today. So we actually started third, and last week we had to start 20th. So we knew we had to take the lead early to get out front and just take a nice smooth line, and we did that.
Well, it certainly is important to handle in this division. You were able to do that, work your way pretty quickly to the front in the feature event, and then once you got to the front, nice smooth line around the racetrack by you.
Yeah, the car was pretty good tonight. It got a little loose towards the end. I think the brake balance was kind of getting warm or whatever, but the car was pretty good tonight. It has been for the last couple of weeks, but finally we got a monkey off our back, finally.
Always nice to find your way back to victory lane, right?
Definitely.
Congratulations, win number 1 of 2008. Nice job.
Thank you.
Robin Wood, everybody. He wins tonight in the J&S Steel Sportsman feature event.
Some fast cars mid-pack as well as up front. Here they come. Green flag. Durgan, contact with Kane. Everybody boxes up. Foley's around. There goes McClan off the top of turn 2. Yellow flag. They're still boxing up into turn number 4, trying to find running room. Now they're all on the binders. That's the field. We're going to try it again. They get on the hammer into turn number 4. Here come the open wheel modifieds off 4. Green flag. Jason Durgan from the outside to the lead. Here comes Leon Gagno. Gagno 3 wide down the backstretch into 3. Gagno in the 4. K in the 18. Rio on the outside, the 02. Gagno to 3rd. Alain Boisvert working on a rim on the outside in the 73. Way up atop the racetrack. Boisvert working on the outside of Aaron Barnamy. Now losing a spot, slipping back a bit. Jason Durgan running away out front. He's got a big advantage. Andy Kane in the 27, Leon Gagno the 4. Martin Roy way down to the inside, trying to muscle his way to the inside of Alain Boisvert. Nothing doing. Mike Bruno has moved past Patrick Dupree. Those Rockets are charging to the front. Problems for the B&G Motorsports number 20. Pierre Berthion's going back to the garage. Leon Gagnon is now running second. Chris K.A. down to the infield on the backstretch. He's running sixth. Aaron Barnaby going to the outside, trying to take that sixth spot away. Jason Durgan is the leader in the 17. Leon Gagnon runs second in the number 4. Andy Kane is third. Mike Riel fourth. Richard Tesseur is fifth. Sixth is Aaron Barnaby. Seventh is the 73 of Alain Boisvert. Eighth is Martin Roy. Ninth is Chris K.A. 10th is Mike Bruno in the 22. 11th is Matt Woodruff in the 55. 12th is Patrick Dupree in the 24. Here comes Tesseur for a spot. Tesseur trying to get to the inside of Mike Riel. Nothing doing. Richard Tesseur trying to find a way around Mike Riel. Riel keeping it down on the inside. That fourth position might be holding some faster modifieds up. Mike Bruno is moving. The Crickets 22 into the top 10. Driving to the inside of Martin Roy to number 3. Here comes Bruno. Had to back out of a little bit. K.A.'s around. Chris K.A. slides it up into turn number 3. Yellow flag. Yellow flag comes out 10 laps into this one. And it's Aaron Barnaby in the B3 running 6th. Here comes the field. Off 4. Green! Alain Boisvert way down on the inside. Thought about a 3-wide move. Now Boisvert to the inside of Mike Riel down the backstretch. He's going to pick up a position. Riel getting parted like the Red Sea. Martin Roy around the outside. Mike Bruno trying to find running room. Meanwhile, couple of spots ahead of Bruno as he moves to the inside of Mike Riel. Here comes the Pistol Dupree as well, trying to get up there. Out front, Durgan is running away again. Durgan, Gagnon, Tesseur, Kane, Barnaby, Alain Boisvert into the top 5. 6th is Martin Roy. 7th is Matt Woodruff. 8th is Mike Bruno. Bruno to the inside of Woodruff. Contact, racing into turn number 1. Bruno's going to take that spot away. Bruno had the inside position, it looked like, from here, running into turn number 1, and he gets the spot. Durgan by half a backstretch over Leon Gagnon. Richard Tesseur, another strong run, sitting third halfway. Alain Boisvert working on the inside of Aaron Barnaby. Boisvert and Barnaby running side by side for the 5th position. Wheel to wheel, the 73 and the B3. Here comes Boisvert through on the inside. He's got 5th. Mike Bruno, the Crickets 22, is looking to run on the outside now. Bruno to the outside of Roy. Now to the outside of Barnaby. Bruno trying to get 2 spots off turn number 4. He's got it. Durgan the leader. Gagnon second. Tesseur is third. 4th is Alain Boisvert on the outside. Andy Kane 5th. Mike Bruno is 6th. Aaron Barnaby is 7th. There goes Woodruff around. Woodruff does a 360. Keeps it rolling. Yellow flag is out. And we're ready to go again. Single file restart. Here they come off for green flag. Down the backstretch. Durgan by a couple of car lengths over Leon Gagnon. Durgan the leader, Gagnon second. Tesseur third. Alain Boisvert is fourth. Here comes Boisvert looking to the inside of Tesseur with 10 to go. Durgan, Gagnon, Tesseur, Boisvert fourth, Barnaby fifth. Dupree is sixth. Seventh is Roy. Eighth is Kane. Ninth is Foley. 10th is Haywood. 11th is Mike Rio. 12th, Chris Kaye. 13th, Craig Rio. 14th is Mike Bruno. Durgan lighting them up off turn number 2. Drove it in real deep that last time. He's got a nice, comfortable lead. Here comes Boisvert through on the inside to third. Half a straightaway lead for Jason Durgan in the number 17. Leon Gagnon hanging on to second. Alain Boisvert is coming after him, but he's running out of time. Five laps to go for Durgan. Jason Durgan is looking for his first career win in a modified. Patrick Dupree has moved up to the 4th spot. He's gone around Richard Tesseur, who is now 5th. Martinois gets a spot away from Aaron Barnamy, who drifted up the track. Durgan going around slower traffic. Popsicle sticks are out. 2 laps to go for Jason Durgan. We got a spinner over at turn number 2. Yellow flag. Call around in turn 2. All right. It's a white knuckle shootout for the modifieds. Here they come off turn number 4. Getting on a hammer. Green flag. Durgan drives away down the backstretch. Patrick Dupree looking on the inside of Alain Boisvert. Now the white flag. 1 lap to go for Durgan. Half a track away from his first career win in a modified. Here comes Durgan off turn number 4. He's going to do it. Checkered flag. Jason Durgan wins. Leon Gagnon second. Alain Boisvert third. Pat Dupree fourth. Martinois. Aaron Barnaby sixth. 7th, Richard Tesseur. 8th to George Foley. Then Andy Kane and Mike Rio to round out the top 10.
Folks, it's his first career win in a modified. Give him a nice round of applause. Here he is, Jason Durgan, everybody. Come on over here, Jake. Come on over.
It's been a long time.
He's a little excited, as you can tell.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations. Hey, first question is, tell us about the first try at the start of the race. What happened over there in turn number 2?
I'm not really sure. I guess I just wasn't quite clear going into 3. I didn't quite see Andy in the middle there. We touched, and I'm not sure what happened behind me, but from there on out, man, wide open race, and I love it.
Well, you could tell that this car was fast. In your qualifier, you just blew away the rest of the field. And then tonight, you could tell it was fast again, because every time on the restart, some of the fast cars were getting closer to the front, and yet you were still able to run away from them.
Well, I knew the veteran was right behind me in the 4 car. I knew I really had to be on the ball on the restarts, man, and hammer down. We got it. I can't believe it. The first win. It's been a long time, 4 years of trying. Finally got it.
Tell me what this means to you. I know family is really in this with you as well. Talk Talk about just how important this is to you and your family.
Oh my God, unbelievable. My parents spend so much money every week, and it seems like we're on the record every time. But for once, it came through. I got to thank my sponsors, Lake Champlain Roofing, U.S. Border Patrol, Adirondack Trash, Taylor Renault, Casella, and anyone else that's helped. Thank everybody. Thank you.
Congratulations. Enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
That's Jason Durgan. They're pretty happy down here.
The 8, Paul Baker, Josh LeClaire in the 7. We've got more, but we're under green. Look out, trouble in turn 2 already. 3 cars sideways. 1 car almost goes over. Caution flag is out.
0 for 2 again tonight. You're on a roll.
Here we come. They pick it up off turn 4. We're going to go for a second try at a start. We are under green. Speedy on the inside, grabs the lead up the backstretch. Here comes a 3-wide move. Gadway looking to go inside the ape. Grape Ape holds on to that inside line, and Gadway is going to go back. They're stacking them up 3 and 4 wide in turn 4. There goes the 05 of Burt Drake, and Randy Guerin is hooked up with him. Caution flag is out as they still power into turn 3. All right, here we go. The Bombers picking up. Oh, look out. That's one car that doesn't want to go. That's Speedy's 03 or no? That's the 5. Blondo's 5 did not want to go as they came off turn 4. He lost a lot of ground coming down to the front stretch. They stacked it up behind him as well. Speedy Brissett with a clear lead on the 46 of Malcolm Woodward. Kurt Seymour has that 357 running in the number 3 spot. Randy Martin, 77, running 4th. As again, they're 3 wide down the front stretch into turn 1. Bigor's got the 6 and 5th. Gadway is now 6th. 7th is Riel in the 02. That's Blondo hung on the outside in 8th. Grape Ape is 9th. Whalen runs 10th. Speedy Brissett, all the way from Castleton, Vermont, is your leader. A car on the move is that 63 of Gadway. He restarted 8th. He is now going to be 4th as he gets inside of Seymour. And he's going to bring Brock Bigor with him. Seymour outside is going to go back to the number 6 spot. Speedy Brissett in the 03, Malcolm Woodward in the 45, and now Randy Martin in the 77 looks outside that 46 car of Woodward. They are side by side off turn 4. Brissett, your leader, they're side by side for second. Now Gadway right under the back bumper of Malcolm Woodward's 46. Martin's trying the outside. Gadway's looking for a way by on the inside. Caution out. We got a car around in turn 2.
Jumps there and two-wheel driving like you'll see tomorrow. Also, we're going to do some two-wheel display with a 93 Jeep Grand Cherokee right around the track, hopefully. We'll see.
All right, we'll get back to the racing, and we'll ask you to stand by. We'll talk to you again in just a minute.
Back to green flag action. Speedy Brissett in the 03 on the inside. Outside, it's Randy Martin, but here comes that 63 of Gadway. We are going to have a ding-dong battle for the lead in just a minute as Martin and Brissett are side by side. We're going to go white flag this time by as we've hit the time limit. 1 lap to go. Speedy Brissett on the inside. Randy Martin on the outside. Door opens up on the inside. Gadway, 63 inside. Here they come. Now sideways goes Brissett. Martin on the far outside for the lead. Down the stretch, Randy Martin wins it. Speedy Brissett gets second. Timmy Gadway gets third. Malcolm Woodward fourth. Fifth to the 5 of Jason Blondo. Sixth goes to the B6. Seventh, the 3. Win number 2 on the season for Randy Martin. He'll be one of the star attractions tomorrow afternoon as part of Carmageddon. He'll be going for the Triple Crown. He'll be in the backwards race, the trailer race. I don't know if he's going to be in the backwards race. The trailer race, the demolition derby, and of course this bomber race. So that'll be Randy's version of the Triple Crown. He will try to win here tomorrow afternoon.
Check. There we go, Rick. Mike 3. Thank you. All right, here's Randy Martin. And Randy, 3 wide going into turn number 3 on what became the final lap. Tell us about the pass for the win.
Oh, it was crazy. I'm lucky that Speedy got into the other car, or Speedy probably would have had me. Remind me of my first Enduro.
Well, you worked on the outside to get the victory. Congratulations, coming off turn number 4, beating everybody to the stripe.
Thank you.
And you'll be busy tomorrow as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, we'll look for Martin tomorrow. Congratulations to Randy Martin. Nice job, Randy, as he wins the
9, the 21, Dave Raptoy, Robert Gordon H2O, Lance Raptoy 11, Lonnie Rivers 7, John Bell, Rick Hart, Keith O'Neill, Freeman Sawyer, and the rest. Green flag. Danny Dubuque in the 61, leading them off turn number 2. Mike Chris working on the outside right now is second. Joe Warren in the 3 running third. They're 3 wide into 3. Ed Donor, the meat in a sandwich between Daniels. Contact, Donor up towards the wall. Tight running right around the 10th spot. Danny Dubuque's the leader. Mike Chris running second. Joe Warren is third. Joe Daniels is fourth. Daniels to the outside of Joe Warren, looking to take that third spot away. Josh Allen's going to hook to the back bumper of Daniels. He's going to the outside as well. Joe Warren trying to hang on to third and number 3. Off turn number 2. Joe Warren in number 3. Josh Allen in number 10. Now duking it out for the 4th position. Black flag for the 89 of Brian Duval. Not up to speed in the number 89. He'll go back to the garage. Danny Dubuque is the leader. Mike Chris is running second. Little Joe third on the outside, but closing. Josh Allen is fourth. Fifth is Joe Warren. Josh Allen in that number 10 was peeking down on the inside of Joe Daniels in the 46, but Daniels was able to hang on to that spot. Now he's going to the outside. Here comes Daniels looking outside. Mike Chris. Josh Allen will run behind Chris for a lap. See if Daniels can make the pass. If not, Allen might be able to get a spot away from Daniels. But Little Joe wants to go, and he's going to second on the outside. Here comes the 46 charging to the front. Danny Dubuque leading. 7 car lengths is the advantage. Dead even for second. Mike Chris on the inside. Little Joe still working the rim. Right behind him is Josh Allen. 3 cars racing for the second position. At the stripe, Little Joe Daniels had second by about a foot. Mike Chris not going away. Comes right back on the inside down the backstretch. The Budweiser number 8 back to the second spot. Josh Allen peeking down now on the inside. Here comes Little Joe back on the outside. Tremendous battle for that second spot. Danny Dubuque, number 61, cruising out front. Now 3 wide down the backstretch. Josh Allen diving down to the inside. 3 wide into turn 3. Joe Daniels working on the outside. To second for now. Here comes Allen back after him on the inside. Joe Daniels still out on the rim. Josh Allen is on the inside, and he says good night. Going to the second spot is Allen. Daniels trying to fight back on the outside, but those tires got to be getting used up. Josh Allen closing quickly on Danny Dubuque. This time by the Renegades are going to be halfway in their 25-lap feature event. Allen is with the leader. Josh Allen throws it to the outside. Now here's the 46 of Daniels coming back. Allen, look at the inside. Look out! Josh Allen loose. Goes down to the infield. Allen in the 10 tried to dive it down on the inside of Danny Dubuque. The rear end came around on the 10 and he ended up down on the infield. Danny Dubuque gets a stay from the governor. Still the leader. Now by 6 car lengths. Little Joe in the 46. Mike Chris hanging on to a top 3 run. Now Joe Daniels closing up again on Danny Dubuque. 10 laps remain. Daniels back up towards the front with 10 to go. Dubuque driving it up off turn number 2. Good run off 2. Down the backstretch. Joe Daniels again closes into 3. Pulls up even on the door. Mike Chris is closing back in as well in about 8. Slower traffic down on the inside. Let's see if Daniels can pick the leader and pin him down behind that slower car. Dubuque into 61. Here comes Daniels back. Daniels on the door. Dubuque drifts up the track. Right up to the wall off turn number 4, Joe Daniels. The Budweiser number 8 of Mike Chris is right back in the thick of things. Chris is there. Cody Kilburn is there. Dave Raptoy in the 21 closing up. Daniels back out on the outside. Danny Dubuque still leading. Started out front, has led every lap in the 61. Joe Daniels in the 46, trailing by half a car length. Dubuque again with a good run off 2. Here's where Daniels seems to run well into 3 and 4. Makes it stick on the outside. A little wobble from Dubuque. Off turn number 4, down to the stripe. Daniels has the lead. Joe Daniels trying to finish the pass off turn number 2. The Little Joe that could takes the lead. Now Mike Chris diving down to the inside. Danny Dubuque holds him off. 5 laps to go for Joe Daniels. Daniels is starting to open things up. Dubuque is second. Mike Chris is third. Cody Kilburn is fourth. Fifth is Dave Raptoy. Nick Haywood is sixth. Seventh is Lance Raptoy. Eighth is Joe Warren. Ninth, Kenny Davies. 10th is Lonnie Rivers. 11th, Robert Gordon. 12th is Ed Donor. Look out, there goes Dubuque. Dubuque goes around 61. Randy Ledoux got him. Yellow flag. Little Joe's trying to go back to back. The 46 that could. Coming off turn number 4. Green flag. Here's Dave Raptoy going to second. Dave Raptoy moves through the inside of Mike Chris. Now Nick Haywood trying to move up as well. Nick Haywood in the 29. Moving through on the inside of Mike Chris. Robert Gordon with a good move. He's getting a spot. Off 4, Joe Daniels the lead. Mike Chris hung out to dry on the outside now to Bud 8. In danger of losing several spots. He's back to 4th. Nick Haywood running 3rd. Lance Raptoy right now is 5th, but he's trying to get through. Dave Raptoy trying to chase down Joe Daniels out front. They got spinners at the back. Another yellow flag. Yellow flag back. Hitting on the hammer into 3. All the way on the hammer off 4. Down the front stretch. Green flag. Oh boy, Joe Daniels left him at the altar. Dave Raptoy lost that 2nd spot as Daniels had a great reset. Oh, what a move by Raptoy! Oh, talk about threading the needle. Got into Nick Haywood going into 3. Look out, we got a mess. It's a mess coming off of turn number 3. Yellow flag. All right, we're going to try again. 23 are complete. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag. Lance Raptoy, go time for that number 11. Trying to hang on a 2nd. Raptoy using every inch of the speedway down the backstretch. Might have room down on the inside. Slides it down there to hang on to that 2nd spot. White flag is out. Here comes Little Joe. Lance Raptoy is in tow. White flag. Joe Daniels, Lance Raptoy, Mike Rivers, Robert Gordon up to 4th. Here comes Ed Donor. Lonnie Rivers is falling back in the number 7. Off turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Joe Daniels, back-to-back wins for the 46. Lance Raptoy, Mike Chris 3rd, Robert Gordon 4th, Lonnie Rivers 5th, Ed Donor 6th. 7th goes to Kenny Davies in car number 9.
All right, he's out of his car. How about a nice round of applause? Little Joe Daniels goes back-to-back in the Versatile Trailer Sales Renegade Division. Come on over, Joe. Well, you know your car's fast when you can get it done on the outside, and you spent much of this race out there on the outside going to the front.
Yeah, if you can get the car to hook on the high side, that's the place to be. It's kind of a bittersweet victory, though. I unintentionally got into Josh. He had a fast car. And I got to run off the top, but I hope everything's okay there. But we did have a fast car, and the high side's the way to go.
Well, you and I talked earlier as well about how important your family is in this race car. Talk about the folks that you have helping you out here.
Well, my grandfather, all my uncles, my Uncle Terry owns West Side Auto. My brothers, my mother, everybody. If it wasn't for my mother with the motor, we wouldn't run like we are. So. There's countless people I can't even begin to say.
Well, congratulations. You're doing a great job.
Thanks a lot.
Joe Daniels back-to-back with that number 46.
61. Then we go back to Jeff McCormick in the 17. Matt Russo's 26. 77 of John Bradley. The 12 of Dustin Duval. We are under green. Also out there in that 72 car, that's Mike Peretta, the Burlington driver. Side-by-side battle up the backstretch and now into turn 3. Bordeaux on the inside, Chris on the outside. They are side-by-side through 3 and off 4. And down the front stretch to complete lap 1. Your leader is Andrew Bordeaux. Bordeaux on the inside in the 08. Drifts a little bit high. Here comes St. Germain inside. Kenny St. Germain 4 wide inside D-Moore. Holy cow, maybe 5 wide down the backstretch. Now St. Germain back to the inside of D-Moore. 3 wide into turn 1. St. Germain, D-Moore, LeVere. Now at the 02 of Collins. Santillo has moved up in the 88 on the inside. He looks to take that 5th spot away from Woodruff, 07. Great action at the front of the pack as they battle 3 wide for the lead. And Kenny St. Germain came out with it. Everybody got through. Bobby LeVere has that number 5 in the second spot. Dave Demore is third. Jimmy Collins is fourth. Tom Santillo's fifth. CJ LeVere up to 6th. 7th goes to Butch Lemire's 57. 8th spot goes to the Billy Twait 69. Woodruff 07 runs 9th. Good battle for the 10th spot. Terry Bishaw in the 36. And the 95 of Rick Donor. Donor looking to go 3 in a row here in the Warriors. Three-car freight train up front as Santillo has got the 88 now into that number 4 spot as LeVere looks inside of the 40 of St. Germain. St. Germain a little bit high. LeVere's got room on the inside, and here he comes. St. Germain shuts the door down the front stretch. Bobby LeVere in that number 2 spot in the 5 car. Dave Demore's 86 runs 3rd. Santillo is 4th. Butch Lemire up to 5th. Jimmy Collins back to 6th. They are halfway. Kenny St. Germain in the 40 is your leader as we hit lap number 8. Bobby LeVere's 5, holding on to that second spot. There's 3 car lengths back to Dave Demore's 86, but Tommy Santillo's 88 quickly gains on the 86, and he's got the inside line. Santillo now goes to 3rd. Demore back to 4th. Lemire runs 5th. There'll be 5 to go next time by. The 2-car battle up front is quickly going to become a 3-car battle and maybe even 4 once Lemire gets by the 4th place car. 5 to go for St. Germain. LeVere 2nd. Santillo 3rd. Lemire is now 4th. Here comes LeVere looking on the inside. Bobby LeVere inside in turn 3. He's got a nose in front. St. Germain hanging tough on the outside. LeVere is your new leader. Bobby LeVere's got the lead. Kenny St. Germain is back to 2nd. 3rd spot is Tommy Santillo. Here comes Butch Lemire in the 57 looking to take 3rd. Lemire's got 3rd as St. Germain tries to close back in on Bobby LeVere. Weasels grab the popsicle sticks. There'll be 2 to go. Next time by for the 5. The Lake Clear driver has got his car to the front, and he's got 2 lengths on Kenny St. Germain. 2 to go for the Bobby LeVere. Kenny St. Germain looking for a way by, but at the same time trying to keep the 57 of Butch Lemire behind him. Now Lemire looks inside of St. Germain as they battle for that number 2 spot. White flag is out. LeVere's got 1 to go. Lemire in the 57 has inside line, and he's going to go to 2nd. Does he have enough time to run down Bobby LeVere? They've got slower traffic ahead of them that could play a big part in who wins this one. Bobby LeVere in the 5 with a car and a half length advantage. They come off turn 4, down the stretch to the checkered. Bobby LeVere's going to win it. Butch Lemire gets 2nd. Tommy Santillo 3rd. Kenny St. Germain 4th. Dave Demore 5th. How about a nice round of applause for Tommy Santillo? He's got that 88 home in the number 3 spot. And another visit to victory lane for Butch Lemire in the number 57. He's got 2nd tonight.
That's number 5, and we'll get a word with him. There he is climbing out. How about a nice round of applause, everybody? Bobby LeVere with his first win of 2008. Come on over here, Bobby LeVere. Congratulations. I want you to talk about the pass for the lead. You were able to get by Ken St. Germain and the number 40 down on the inside. I thought you set it up really well. It looked like you were going to think about going high and then just slingshot down on the inside. Talk about the pass for the win.
It was a hard pass. He wouldn't let me go by easily, so I had to take the bottom because he was blocking the top.
Now, this car was as fast as it's been all season long. What changes have you made to maybe get it just that a little extra faster?
Just different tires. That's all it is.
Well, congratulations. Certainly, it's always a feat to get to victory lane in this division. It's so competitive. Talk about how close it is, really, with the competition.
All the cars are real close. Everybody's like neck and neck every time, so I don't know.
Well, tonight, you're the top dog. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Bobby LeVere, everybody. He gets his first win of 2008.
9 or so in the Warriors. All right. So the fun racing cars are up front with Jessica and Heather, and then Billy Joe is in the number 20, and Nikki is in the number 44. And they're going to have a very slow, conservative race down to the green flag, and there it is. Now, Skip had a little damage, you'll remember, on the front in his feature. So Jessica Blake in that number 59, she has a built-in excuse. The car is not aerodynamic. It might be slowing her down a little bit going into the turns with the nose missing from the front of that car. So she's got an excuse if things don't go her way. Now we know it can be tough for the sportsman to work on the outside. But that does not deter Nikki.
Will that 59 pass Tech, though, with no front end like that?
Now Nikki in the 44, she's going to go to the outside. She's not going to even think twice about going to the outside. She's just going to the outside, and it may cost her a spot.
Tyler Terry is not looking, though.
Similar things happen in the sportsman. So she went to the outside, lost a spot. She's not deterred, though. She's going to stay on the outside. And she's coming back on the outside. And Billy Joe Branham has gone back to garage. There's a lot of clunker sounds in that number 20, so took it back to the garage. And Jessica Blake is still leading in the number 59, running kind of a middle line through the turns. She's driving the decked out number 59 car with orange paint and blue trim, neatly decorated with the numbers 5 and 9 on the side. Four laps are complete in Powder Puff number 1, down to 3 cars, a car length separating each of them. Jessica eases the car into turn 3 and 4, and now sees the white flag. The excitement is palpable in this first Powder Puff race. Jessica Blake in the 59, and now perhaps a last lap pass from Heather. Oh, look at that on the outside, Nikki. She playing possum. She was just playing possum. Oh, now they're going to race. They waited for the last half lap to race. And in the end,
Yvette Collins, the 02, Tash Chavan in the 63. And we do not have a driver on that 43. Here they come. Green flag is out. It's time to go. Quickly on the outside, another Durgan going for the lead, but not quite so fast. Katie Brown in the 34 says, I want that top spot. Well, Barney is struggling in that 21 car. It's already lost a position. As here comes Durgan back on the outside for the lead into turn number 1. Katie Brown coming right back on the inside in the 34. Good battle up front, which is soon to be a 3-car battle as the 43 is closing in. So these three have left the other three in their wake. The 7 of Durgan back on the outside for the lead. The unknown driver in the 43's got second. Quickly moving up on the inside. As Katie Brown in the 34 is back to that third spot. Samantha Zins runs fourth in the Barney. Look out, Durgan kicking up the dirt on the backstretch, and she's going to lose the lead. The 43's got the lead. That'll be the good thing is if she wins, we'll find out who she is. Kayla Durgan running second in the 7. She's about 3 car lengths behind. Katie Brown's got third spot locked up if the first two don't have problems. Oh, and the Grape Ape has lost another spot. Back to 5th. White flag is out. Battle for the lead up the backstretches. It's a 3 car length advantage for the 43. The 7 of Durgan taking one last shot as they come off turn 4. Checkered flag will be out, and your winner will be the 43. Second goes to the 7 of Durgan. Brown brings the 34 home in the number 3 spot. Fourth, eventually, will go to the 63 of Tasha Van. Samantha Zins will get a top 5 in the 21. Take that, Scott. You haven't done that yet.
And I think we got everybody. Hannah Rivers in the number 7 has a half-track lead already over poor Missy Duffy back there in the number 11. And there's the green flag. Hannah Rivers is pulling away. Amanda Sama is second right now in the number 3. Trying to keep the number 7 in sight. Sarah Chris is third in the number 8. Amy Donor is in the 4th position. And Missy Duffy in the number 11 is up to 5th. Christine Hart in the deuce is running 6th. Rhonda Benson is 7th. Delia Brown, 8th. Hannah Rivers with a commanding lead. Side-by-side racing, it looks like, for the 4th position, with Missy Duffy making a pass on Amy Donor. Amy Donor back to the 5th spot. Missy Duffy to 4th, and they're working lap traffic. Hannah Rivers lapping Delia Brown. Next in her sights to put a lap down is Rhonda Benson. 2 laps to go for Hannah Rivers. Oh, there's a little contact right there on the front stretch. The hard-charging Missy Duffy. Sarah Chris, they were trying to go around the slower car, and a little rub on the right side of the number 8 and the left side of the number 11. None the worse for wear, and we continue. White flag. Oh, look out, there's the number 3. Number 3 of Amanda Sama makes a pass for the lead. And now Missy Duffy in the number 11, 3 wide down the backstretch around the slower car. And again, it looks like we're going to race on the last lap. Amanda Sama in the number 3, coming off of the 4th turn. Missy Duffy in the number 11, and she wins.
Now, Swice is one of the favorites. She's been fast in this before. So have the Donors. So we'll have to see. Green flag is out. Here comes the 95. That's Ashley Donor quickly taking second and gaining ground on the Swice 69. The 12's on the move as well. She's taken over that number 3 spot. And we'll see how quickly she can gain on those top 2 cars. Kathy Swice is your leader. Not for long. Donor zooming by into turn 3. She's got the lead. Kathy Swice back to second. Kayla Duval with a 12 running in that number 3 spot. Cindy DeMore runs 4th in the 86. Then we come back to the 02 for Nicole Dubray. She's running next. We don't have a driver on the 23. Normally, that's April Bordeaux's mount. Ashley Donor is your leader in the 95. And she is starting to open up ground on that second place battle, which is starting to heat up. Swice in the 69, Duval in the 12. They're just a car length apart as they come off turn 4. 2 to go. Nice move by Kayla Duval to take second as she's gaining ground on Ashley Donor. She might have enough time to try and run her down. Donor's going to have to put a lap on the 36 in the 02. She does a nice job swinging to the outside and getting by those 2 cars. But here comes the 12. 1 to go, and it's down to 4 car lengths. This could be an exciting finish. Donor with the lead. Duval closing in. It's down to a car length and a half up the back stretch the final time. Will Duval swing it to the outside? There she goes. Takes a look, gets a little bit sideways, and has to back off. That's going to open up the door, and Ashley Donor is going to win it. Kayla Duval gets second in the 12. Kathy Swice will finish third. And the rest of these cars coming by now are a lap down. 4th spot, I believe, is going to be to